Hey everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Confessions of a Bearded Lady. In the last episode that I filmed, at the end of it I actually tweezed the side of my face. This side of my face was way too hard for me to do and I just couldn't deal with it, so I didn't actually do that side or my chin, but I did do this side. Full intentions on completing my whole face that day, but I got lazy. And here we are a week later. Let's talk about last week's shopping trip. Outside of the tweezers, this little fine touch razory thing. And then I also got this brush on hair removal by Sally Hansen, specifically for your face. So if you remember, I bought this on clearance. I have bought these before. This was not one that I had ever used before. They used to be like an as seen on TV thing. It's like this little fine touch razor. I'm gonna turn it on. It makes like the little noise. Not even sure if you guys can hear it. I have no idea where the speaker on this thing is. But usually they work really, really great. This one was $4 on clearance. I don't feel like it works and it hurts. I don't think my hair's ever been this long when I've tried to use one, but it still doesn't work. So let me see. The hair here you may not be able to see right now, but it is there. Look at this one. This one's sticking out to say hello. Let's try and get it. Oh, we got it. And it didn't hurt. But that was one hair that was sticking up to say, I want to be gone. These ones, just, I don't know, maybe if I read the directions, but it's kind of like it pulls. It's kind of like the hair getting stuck in it and they're not being cut by it. So I have to give you guys like a neck shot because it's bad. So let me take you down here. So, as you can see, this is the side that was tweezed, so it's pretty clear. And then you kind of drift over it. Now, this is the part that was hard to do with the scissors. And probably like the most, I feel, noticeable to the public. And then over here, we have, like, this is just a really dark patch right here. As you can see, it's very long right here. So this I used to just be able to very nicely go back and forth and the hair would be gone to the surface, so it was great. But now, this just doesn't feel good at all. Okay, so that one did kind of start working. So it's definitely not the closest I've ever gotten. Let me see. We're gonna bring it back in, everybody. So look at that, just took away this really big chunk. So I have to say, it definitely worked better than I thought it did initially, based on what just happened there. But I have had better ones, so maybe don't get the one on clearance. Alright, so maybe not a complete dud. Something I can definitely use. Do gotta just put up kind of with the pain that it inflicts a little bit. And also, I guess the pain is no worse than tweezing, except for this is likely pulling out like 4 at a time, where tweezing is pulling out 1 at a time. So that's why this is a little bit more painful. But it does do an alright job to get you close for a minute. This is not going to probably last nearly as long as waxing ever would, and it's not going to last nearly as long as probably the creams that I typically use. Now on to the last product that I purchased, which is actually a face cream. While we are doing this, I'm going to be paying close attention to the time to make sure we don't burn anything, and we're also going to get into a little bit of a PCOS chat. I feel like in my first video I chatted a bit about PCOS, and I've heard that people want some more information, so I'm gonna come back at you with it. So a little bit about the product we're using. So this is Sally Hansen Brush On Hair Removal. I just took out the little container. It is teeny tiny. So think about the nair that I was using. This is the body nair. And then think about, look at how big this is. This is 1.7 ounces. This is 7.9 ounces. Ridiculous. Think about how much. No wonder I wanted to buy the body one, thinking about how much comes in this for the price. Taking out the directions, this does say fresh scent technology. Removes hair in minutes. Extra moisturizing formula leaves the skin feeling silky and smooth. It now is infused with honey and avocado oil. So this is what we got. And we're going to just apply this here. So this doesn't hurt, but it's definitely not like a comfortable brush. I could have put something nice in there. I mean, I'm rubbing this all over my face. What's 1/16 of an inch? Oh my gosh, I always look so pretty. I'm beautiful. Alright, we're just gonna go with that. See what happens. So while we're sitting here, I guess leading into this, leading into the other, but I should have said it. Everything I say on this channel is from my own research, from my own diagnosis, from stuff that I've read on the internet. By all means, do your own Google searches. Go to your doctor if anything I say you feel compelled by. Do not self-diagnose, and I'm definitely not here to diagnose anybody. Some of you may know, and if you didn't know, I have PCOS, and that's why I have this lovely bit of facial hair that you all are here to see. Just because you have facial hair does not mean that you have PCOS, but it could be. Definitely head to your doctor if you think it is. So I am on some PCOS awareness groups and Facebook groups and support groups, and on there people are often talking about their symptoms. So I put a list here of symptoms that people had that have been diagnosed that, I mean, it's such a variation of symptoms that it is absolutely fascinating, and it's no wonder that people have sometimes a hard time being diagnosed. Unwanted hair. I am very lucky. Mine is on my face. Some people have body hair all over their body. Not saying that that is a bad thing. If you have it and you love it, by all means, flaunt it. But it's for some women that's a huge issue. Chest hair, arm hair is something that some women have. Weight. So I have unwanted hair, and I do have a weight issue. A lot of women with PCOS gain a lot of weight. If you guys what did I just start watching on TLC? My Big Fat Beautiful Life. She gained a whole bunch of weight in her 20s due to PCOS. I kind of had weight my whole life, and now that I kind of want to get rid of some of it, it's very hard. Acne. I still have acne. It's not terrible. You usually have or can have adult acne. Infertility is a huge issue when you have PCOS. PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. So a lot of times your ovaries are involved, and your eggs in your ovaries don't release, and they stay in there, and they cause like a pearl-alike consistency on some ovaries. I have it on mine. When I did my infertility stuff and was trying to have a baby to have Kensley, just some of the things that they noticed that I had very typical polycystic ovaries. Crazy periods. I have them a little bit more regular now, but some people, or I in my past, have had 2 a year, 3 a year. Now I'm probably on like a 45-day cycle, although I haven't had one in a while, and I don't think I'm pregnant, so I'll have to figure out what that's all about. But I have put on a little bit of weight, and sometimes if you lose weight, it helps bring your periods back, and maybe that because I've gained some, it's not working. Cyst pain. Some people do have ruptured cysts from their ovaries. I've never had that, but it can cause massive amounts of pain. Depression and anxiety are definitely two things that I have. No idea that they were PCOS related until I went to my doctor and did a thorough workup, and they basically kind of checked off some boxes, and there's so many things that can be directly related back to PCOS that it is ridiculous. So depression, anxiety, insulin resistance, I don't know much about it, but I may have it. In an upcoming video, I will talk more about it. But when I was trying to get pregnant with Kensley during infertility treatments, they did put me on some medicine for insulin resistance called metformin, and it did some really great things to my body while I was on it, and it really made me feel good, but it also made me feel terrible because it has some really bad side effects. And then tubular breasts, and it's really funny because I've had my breast checked twice due to some issues, and some of them have been like, oh, there might be a lump there, but the lump is actually just a tubular breast, which just means that I have kind of like little bumps in there. Not a big deal. So that was my list that I'd kind of gotten off of some of my Facebook groups, but also very, very attuned, in line, very in line with what my symptoms have always been. If you guys have any questions or want more information on any of those things, I will put some informational links down in my description, and also let me know down in the comments, and maybe I can do some research and get some people onto this channel who can help me explain some of that better. And I just want to make sure that during this series I am giving you guys the information that you want, so by letting me know down in the comments what that information is, in an upcoming video I can definitely put it on in there. I think it needs to be on longer. It didn't do anything. I'm not sure if this is working. So it seems like right there it worked. But it didn't work here. Right there. I have to pick that one. I have to say tweezing here hurts super bad. So I feel like this worked not very well. I don't feel like I applied it thick enough in some places, which has made it not work the greatest. So maybe it's because I have the little trees in my chin that I just feel like the body nair works far better than this stuff. Although I'm gonna give it a proper review all on its own in a next video. I'll probably use that one again next time. On this channel, I have been doing some research. I'm gonna do a haul on Amazon of hair removal products, and I'm gonna show you guys them on this channel. There are some weirdo things out there. I found the hair buffer that I talked to you about in the last video on Amazon. I also found a hair removal spring. I'm feeling it's gonna work like the same way as threading does. Maybe we'll go do some threading. But anyway, Amazon haul is coming up. I wanted to let you guys know that. I found some pretty sweet stuff on there. So thank you, as always. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments. I do not want any hate comments around here, but feel free to give it a thumbs down if you did not enjoy this content. And my name is Haley, and I will see you next time.